Welcome to Outfoxing Foxes, and I'm Rick the Scam Hunter. Lottery scams are one of the most dangerous frauds out there today. Scammers will use slick scripts, false promises, and psychological tricks to drain victims of their life savings. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact tactics that these con artists use so you'll know the warning signs before it's too late. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on alerts. That way you'll never miss another scam warning. Your awareness could save the life of someone you know.
Hello?
Yes, hello, you could hear me, right?
Yes.
Oh, good evening, my name is Jen Parker. My agent, Mr. David, was transferred you over to our department. We are with the publisher's clearance house. He was notified about your certified cashier's check that you're supposed to receive along with...
Uh-oh, you broke up there. Hello?
A telltale sign of a scammer is a horrible internet connection or a crappy cell signal, causing calls to constantly get dropped or the signal is always bad. And John Parker is no exception to this rule.
Hello again.
Yes, hello, I'm so sorry. Maybe we will have bad connection on our side, right?
Yes?
Oh, I said, your agent that you were speaking with, Mr. Dave, he was transferred over your call to our department, and we are with the publisher's clearance house with the Mega Million, the lottery sweepstake. He was transferred you.
Scammers will often combine prize names and companies to give themselves a sense of legitimacy. For example, when he said he's with Publishers Clearinghouse / Mega Millions Lottery Sweepstakes, they often use more than one in the hopes that the victims has at least entered one contest to give their scam more legitimacy.
A certified cashier's check, along with $7,000 every month per life, along with a brand new Mercedes-Benz, a color of your choice. That is correct, right?
Well, this is the first I've heard of it.
Oh, I don't know, but that is the email what we get here. So
Scammers will often talk about a missing email or a missing letter that we should have received, and that's what's been taking so long for the victims to get their prize delivered, because there's some sort of lost email or mail that never arrived. Most of the time in dealing with Jamaican lottery scammers, there's never a prior letter or email that is ever sent. It is just a verbal hook to help bait the victim in. Then Scammer John is going to lay it on thick. He appeals to the victim's hopes and dreams. Scammers often say that there's a certified check in some amount that's in the millions, and that there's an additional $7,000 per month for life, or a briefcase with $500,000 in it, and it almost always comes with a Mercedes-Benz car. Mostly because a Mercedes-Benz is the Jamaican lottery scammer's dream car. A Mercedes-Benz is what they fantasize about, and they will often go into great detail telling you all about the car. The next thing they'll do is they'll provide the victim with a choice of the car's color. This gives the victim a sense that they're in control of the scenario by letting them pick the color of the car.
So that is the main reason why I was trying to reach to you back from this morning, but no one was answering the phone. So that is the main reason why I sent you the text message and a notification. Right?
Yeah, I normally can't use text messages, but I had a person at the bus stop. They were able to send back the hello message there to you, but I missed the phone. I was on the phone in my doctor's office. Are you there? God damn it!
At this point, I thought the call had dropped once again. However, Scammer John had just placed me on hold. Scammers will often put their victims on hold when they need to discuss strategy with other members of their team or receive mentorship from an older, more experienced scammer. Listen as he uses the excuse for placing me on hold as an opportunity to name drop the FBI. This is very common for scammers to tell victims that they are working hand in hand with the FBI or Homeland Security or other governmental agency. This way it gives the victim a sense that they are dealing with someone who is in a position of authority and power, and the scammers are working on the right side of the law. They attempt to make the victim feel at ease by warning the victim that There's a lot of fraud and scams going on, and that's why they work hand in hand with government agencies to protect the victims from these types of scammers.
Hello?
Hello, are you there?
Yes, I was have to hold the line because the FBI they was calling me. So I just sent them back the notification to tell them that I have you on the line here. Okay?
All right. What does the FBI
Okay,
care about it for? What does the FBI?
No, they don't. They doesn't care about it. But this is not a fraud. We have to get things legitimate because remember, sure, a lot of fraudulent things is going on out there on the internet, and a lot of fraud is taking place now. And we don't want to make any mistake, and we have to on the safe track, and we have to on the right track. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, wonderful. So no problem. So what I'm going to be doing now, sir, I have 21 pieces of documentation here for you to be signed. So just hold on. Give me a minute, please.
All right.
Another psychological trick that scammers constantly do is they repeatedly dangle the carrot in front of the victim. They remind the victim constantly that they have won a prize for $2.5 million, $7,000 per month for life, and they're going to get a car. That carrot is always dangling in front of the victim to keep them on board with the scam. Listen as John Parker dangles the carrot for the victim.
Okay, sir. You could hear me now, right?
I can.
Okay, sure. I'm going to take the time out once more to say congratulations to you. You're a first place winner in our monthly raffle for this month of $2.5 million. And remember the $7,000 every month per life, along with a brand new Mercedes-Benz, the color of your choice. All right?
All right.
In the next phase of the scammer script, they use a psychological tool once again to give the victim a feeling that they are in control of the situation by giving them a choice of whether they want a public or a private delivery. Oftentimes, they will try to steer the victim into making a private delivery because that leads them right into convincing the victim that they need to keep their winnings private and confidential and to tell no one about their prize. That way they can separate the victims from their friends, families, and others that might warn them of the scheme. He does this by painting a picture of a public delivery being less desirable because your face, your name will be spread all over the news, social media. This is intended to make the victim feel unsafe. But if the victim chooses a private delivery, you're going to have two officials from the bank, a local sheriff, a state marshal, a Federal Trade Commission manager, Dave Sayers, the executive director of the Publishers Clearinghouse Prize Patrol, there, all with the victim. This is designed to make the victim feel safer by keeping their business private and confidential, while at the same time giving them a false sense of legitimacy of the scam. Check it out.
Okay, sir. And how you go about receiving this? Because what we could do, we normally have two delivery. We have public and we have private. Which one of the delivery you would like to be, public or private?
Well, what's involved with public and what's involved with private?
Okay, I'm going to explain to you now. The public delivery, everyone's going to know that you're the one that won with the Publishers Clearinghouse. We're going to advertise we're going to advertise we're going to advertise your picture on the television. The camera crew is going to be there. You're going to be on the social media, on the YouTube, all around, and TikTok, etc., etc. And everyone is going to know. But the private delivery now is the two ladies from the Bank of America, along with the local sheriff and the state marshal and the FTC manager, along with our company and myself, and Mr. Dave Sawyers and the Price Patrol Ambassador Manager team.
Once again, John Parker is going to use more psychological tricks to manipulate the victim. This trick is in the form of brand recognition. Everybody knows UPS is a reliable method of shipping. He throws that brand name out to give a sense of security and legitimacy that the car will be delivered as promised.
And what we're going to do, we're going to use the UPS delivery service to bring your Mercedes-Benz on the flatbed record truck. Okay?
All right.
Okay, sir. I need you to let me know which one of those delivery you prefer so I could stick it down on the paper here.
Well, I'd like all the fanfare. Let's make it public. Let's have the cameras and the everybody there. Yeah. I want the oversized check and all that business.
Pardon?
I want all the oversized checks. You know, where you present me with the check that's like 3 feet long by a foot tall, and it has my name on it, and publishers. That I want that.
Okay, no problem, sir, no problem.
Hello?
Okay, yes, I'm here. Okay, just give me a second. I'm here sticking it, okay?
All right.
Now listen, as Scammer John goes back to psychologically manipulating the victim by once again giving them a sense of control over the situation by giving them a choice over the color of the vehicle.
Okay, wonderful. And what color you would like the Mercedes-Benz to be? Because we have 4 colors here. We have black, we have white, we have cherry red, and we think we have blue there.
Oh, I've never seen a blue one. Let's do a blue one.
Oh, and you have ever drive one of those Mercedes-Benz before?
I have not.
Remember what I said about the Mercedes-Benz being the fantasy car of the scammers? Well, just listen to how excited John gets when he starts describing the vehicle to the victim.
Oh, and it's a fast one. It's a 2022 V12 engine with 9-speed transmission. It is the E63S. It's the big one.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That sounds great.
Okay, sir. Wonderful.
In this next part of the scam is where they glean personal information from the victim. Notice the psychological tool he uses to manipulate the victim into thinking that they might not get the prize if there's even one minor mistake. This gives the victim a sense of urgency to open up and provide all the requested information. Providing this information can be very detrimental from the victim going forward. This demographic information can be used by scammers to open up bank accounts, take out loans, get credit cards, and steal the identity of the victim.
So what I'm going to be asking you now, sir, I'm going to asking you a few questions so we could have this form filled out that we have here to make sure this is the rightfully person we're speaking with, because we don't want to make any mistake. One mistake would cause us to lose our job here, and one mistake would stop you from being successfully receiving this. All right? So we have to make sure. Okay. So first thing, what I'm going to be asking you, can you please provide me back over with your full name?
Yeah, my first name's Haywood, Haywood.
Yes, that is correct. I know that, Mr. Haywood. And what I'm going to be asking you now, are you over the age of 65?
I'm 78.
Okay, wonderful. You married, single, widowed, or divorced?
I'm widowed.
Okay, and do you have a part-time job or a full-time job, sir?
I'm retired.
Okay, and what was your retired job?
I used to be a school teacher.
Okay, wonderful. And do you receive any beneficiary at one time from the government?
I have my pension from the school district.
Okay, wonderful.
Scammers always ask the victim if they have their own form of transportation. This is important for the scammer to know because it determines the victim's ability to go to banks to get money, go to stores to purchase gift cards, or to make wire transfers. It also determines if they can go to shipping facilities to mail packages and envelopes for the scammer.
And do you have your own transportation, Mr. Haywood?
Well, I no longer drive, so I'm going to give the Mercedes to my grandson. When I get
no
it.
problem.
I'll take the bus.
The next question the scammer wants answered is who has financial responsibility over the victim? It is important for the scammer to know that the victim has control of their own money. If the victim is in some sort of conservatorship and doesn't have access to their money, the scammer is wasting their time.
Okay, and who is the one taking care of your financial business?
Well, I do it, but on Sundays my grandson comes over and helps me, because he has it all set up on electronic, and I don't know how to do any of that. So he comes over on Sundays and helps me.
Okay, wonderful.
The scammer also wants to know if the victim rents or owns his own home. If the victim is a renter, that is a liability, as the victim has less money to part with each month. However, If the victim owns their own home, there's equity value in that home, even if it's not paid off. The scammers will often try to get the victims to take out second mortgages on their houses in order to pay the fees associated with these fictitious winnings.
And the house that you live in, you rent it or you're the owner for that house, Mr. Haywood?
Well, what I did is my grandson and his family, my granddaughter-in-law and my great grandson live in my house that I used to live in, and I live in an apartment because I don't need all big fancy house with yard and all that anymore. I'm too old for that, so I live in an apartment.
Oh, I understand. You're not the fancy type, right?
I'm not. I'm a basic man. I'm a simple man. I like to keep it that way.
Okay, that is the way I like to keep it. That is the way. You know, my car that I drive is a Lamborghini Urus, and you know, some of the time I don't like to drive it because there's people. When I drive in that car, everyone just looking for a punch drive out of that car. So some of the time I have under a car here that I drive to work, drive back home, and you know, sometime when I'm going on the road to the club or somewhere, I would drive it. You understand? But I am not the fancy type, Mr. Haywood.
Now listen as Scammer John moves on to the victim's financial situation. He wants to know what bank the victim banks with because some banks are more attentive than others in protecting victims from fraud. He wants to know what type of accounts the victim holds. If there's a checking account, is there also a savings account associated with it? He wants to know if the victim has a checkbook so that he can have the victim write checks or easily obtain the account and routing number off the check. He wants to know about credit cards to determine if he can have the victim make purchases to max out those credit card limits, or give him the credit card information, the card number, the PIN, the security code on the back. I have even had some scammers coerce victims into mailing the debit and credit cards directly to the scammers.
Okay, and what is the name of the bank you currently banking with, sir?
Great Western.
Oh, and that is the only bank you're banking with?
That is correct.
And do you have a checkings or a savings account, Mr. Haywood?
Well, I have both.
Okay, wonderful. And do you have any checkbook there?
I do not. My grandson has it.
Oh, and do you have any credit card?
I do not. I got rid of all my credit cards.
Okay, and you have the debit card with the bank, right?
I do. I have a debit.
Okay, wonderful, sir.
Scammer John now starts asking about 401ks and other retirement accounts. Scammers do this because this is where they know there is potential for them to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from their victims.
And what I need to ask you now, Mr. Haywood, do you have any 401k?
I just have my my pension.
The next topic up for discussion is retirement income. The scammer wants to know where these benefits are coming from. Is it a pension? Is it Social Security, or is it both? He wants to know how much the victim receives. That way he can calculate how much he can scam out of the victim every month. Scammers will often leave the victim with barely enough to survive in order to keep stringing them along for months or even years. It is also important for the scammer to know how the victim receives that money. For example, if the money is received through direct deposit, the scammer can use the demographic information of the patient and then use social engineering tactics to have that money redirected from the victim's account to the scammer's account. They also want to know that the money is going to arrive on a certain date, because as soon as they know that that victim has money in their account, they will hound that victim intently to pay more fictitious fees.
Okay, and how much you receive for your pension at month time, sir?
Well, I get about $1,200 a month.
Okay, and how do you receive that $1,200 a month?
It's electronic into my bank account.
It's a direct deposit?
Yeah.
Oh, and which date you receive it? On the 1st, the 3rd, the 2nd, or the 4th? Which day in the month you receive it? Which date?
The 1st of the month.
Okay, wonderful, sir. Wonderful, Mr. Haywood.
The scammer John Parker now shifts back into psychological tactics once again by dangling the carrot in front of the victim, reminding them of how much they're going to receive and reconfirming their choices of vehicle color.
And remember that you're going to also receive in $7,000 every month. So you're going to receive in like $8,200 every month now. Okay?
All right.
Okay, sir. And the check that you're going to be received, it is a certified cashier's check of $2.5 million. That is your big check that you want here. And your Mercedes-Benz, remember, it's the color blue, right?
All right.
Scammer John now asks about who the beneficiary for this great prize is going to be. Scammers do this so that the victim will feel that the prize company is looking out for their family's best interest. This psychological manipulation further gains the trust of the victim. It also allows the scammer to determine who the victim's relatives are that they might need to be wary of and steer the victim away from. Isolating victims from family and friends is one of the keys of success to a scammer.
Okay, buddy. And you would like to be the beneficiary of this check, the certified cashier's check? That so if anything wrong with you, they could have a chance to spend the money.
That would be my grandson.
Okay, and what is the name of your grandson, Mr. Haywood?
It's my great grandson's name Chase, and we could put him on it as well. But my grandson is Harry. His name's Harry. My great grandson's named Chase. I'd like to put them both on there.
Okay, it's no problem, Mr. Haywood. So I'm going to stamp their name for the certified cashier's check. They are the beneficiary of this check if anything wrong with you. All right?
All right.
And who you would like to be the owner of the car?
That would be my grandson Harry.
Okay, Mr. Harry. And how old are your grandsons?
My grandson is 32 years old.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Miss Harry. Remember now, the $7,000 that you're going to be receiving every month per life.
Okay, here comes the first cash grab. John wants to know how far away the victim is from the nearest store so that the victim can be sent off on their first task, buying gift cards. And with no surprise, he's asking for a green dot money pack card. This is the #1 card that scammers ask for because it gives the highest return when they withdraw the money from it. He also wants the victim to go and immediately get the card. If the victim acts quickly, it is less likely that someone can warn the victim and interfere with the scam, or for the victim to have time to second guess themselves. He will make the claim that the card is necessary to have because that is where they are going to load the $7,000 a month for life onto. He will then go on to say that the company can't ask for any of the victim's personal banking information and that anyone who asks for that information is a fraud. However, once the victim has paid out several thousands of dollars in gift cards, the next step in the process is to gain the victim's banking information.
And what I need to ask you, how far away the Dollar General from you are the CVS or the 7-Eleven?
The CVS, I'd have to get on the bus and take a trip over there on the bus.
And how long it's going to take you to get towards the CVS, Mr. Haywood?
I'd have to walk to the bus stop, and then then I'd have to walk to the CVS. It'd probably take me about 2 hours to get there.
Okay, and you think you could get there today, right? So we could have everything completed today, right?
Yeah, I could head out.
Okay, Betty. So listen what you're going to be doing now, Mr. Haywood. And I don't want you to give up on this because everything is rightfully here. Everything is already on the open up. It's just for you to go and purchase the Green Dot Money Pack scratch card. That card that you're going to be getting at the CVS. You're going to put up that card safely. You're going to use that card. We're going to transfer your first $7,000 and that card. We're going to activate it so you could get it to buy things online. You could get it to pay your bills. You could send your kids to school. You could buy grocery, etc., etc. You could use it to withdraw online money. Okay?
All right.
Okay, because listen, we cannot take any of your banking information over the phone. Anyone asking you for those information, they are a fraud. Okay, Mr. Haywood, and this
All
is
right.
100% legitimate.
Okay, the next part of this script is very much scammer dependent. Some scammers will initially go big and ask for huge amounts like $30,000 right off the bat, but mostly they will start off small between $250 and $500. They will always tell the victim not to worry about this money that they are putting out up front because it will be reimbursed back to them when they get their prize. Once the victim returns home with the card, they are instructed to send pictures of the front and the back of the card. They are told that the card is how they will register their prize and the money that they have won will be loaded onto that card. But in actuality, what the scammer is going to do is redeem the card and steal the money. Let's take a listen.
And that card that you're going to be purchasing is only $250 and it will be refundable back to you on the delivery date that is today at 5 o'clock. Okay?
All right.
Okay, Mr. Haywood, and I need to know if you're in the position to pick up that card at the CVS.
Well, I'd have to head out now.
Okay, and you remember the name of the card, right?
Green dot monkeypox.
No, it's a Green Dot Money Pack scratch card.
All right, money pack. Scratch hard.
Oh.
Got it.
Okay, wonderful. And I could call you. You're going to bring this phone with you, right?
Yes.
And you remember how much you're going to purchase the card for, Mr. Haywood?
I think you said 250.
That is correct. And it will be refundable back to you, and you're going to get yourself a receipt, and you're going to keep the receipt. You're going to put that card in your pocket or your purse or your wallet till you get home. When you get home, you're going to call me and told me that you get home, so you could provide the numbers on the back of the card so we could activate the card and transfer your $7,000 on that card. Okay,
All
Mr.
right.
Haywood?
Once again, Scammer John is going to dangle the carrot in front of the victim, advising them of how happy they're going to be when they receive their prize today. He then will shift gears and further groom the victim. He will tell the victim that if anyone at the store asks why he's buying the gift card, to tell them it's to pay bills. Scammers do this to circumvent anti-fraud measures. Often cashiers are trained to ask questions when they see elderly victims buying gift cards, so to throw the cashier off, they give the victim a plausible story to tell.
And then we're going to make your delivery. When we see successful, when we transfer your money on the card and we see successful, and we gave you your information and you could check your card and see that your $7,000 in on your card, we're going to come over now. We're going to pop up at your doorstep with champagne and balloons and the camera team, along with the two ladies from the Bank of America and the local sheriff, along with the UPS delivery service with your flatbed record truck is on the back of that card. So when you get back home, Mr. Haywood, you're going to put on your dancing boots and your gaming suit. All right?
All right.
Okay. And what is your favorite drink? Like wine, beer, what is your favorite drink?
I like a Pepsi Cola.
Okay, no problem. So we both
Cold
gonna
pop.
have Pepsi. We both gonna have Pepsi Cola together today, Mr. Haywood. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So what I need you to do, I just need you to purchase the card. And remember, Mr. Haywood, you're a big enough man. If they asking you what you're going to do with this card, you told them that you're going to pay a bill. All right.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Haywood. And how long you said it's going to take you to get the card?
Probably 2 hours to get there and maybe another hour to get back and handle it. I'd probably be cutting it close to about 5 o'clock.
Scammer John now wants to further ensure that no one gets between the victim and the money by encouraging the victim to use the ATM rather than go inside of the bank.
Okay, Mr. Haywood, and you have that cash on you, right? You have the $250 in your pocket, right?
Well, that's why I'm gonna have to go to the bank first.
Okay, you could get it at like the local ATM. You could withdraw the $250 at the local ATM.
Yes.
Okay, I need you to do that, Mr. Haywood.
Listen as John Parker wants Haywood to keep his phone close by and check it in with him every step of the way. He does this so he can continue to groom and guide the victim towards the gift cards. This is a very common tactic scammers use to keep the victim focused on the prize and reduce their ability to take a step back and critically think their way through what is going on.
So just told me what I need you to do. Call me when you're at the CVS, all right?
I will. I'll give you a jingle jangle.
Okay, and do you have my number there?
I do. I have it on my phone.
Okay, my number is 9. Never worries, never get 470. That is my number, okay, Mr. Haywood?
All right.
And you remember my name?
Yes, Mr. John, what was it, Peterson?
No, it's John Parker. My badge number is 2003. So you're going to have John Parker, and my badge number is 2003.
All right. It's we got here. It's John Parker. Got it.
That is correct, Mr. Haywood.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, I just need you to keep your phone handy so whenever time I call you, I could get you, all right?
All
because
right.
remember, I don't want to lose connection. Remember, we have to stay connected till we get everything done and synchronized today, Mr. Haywood, all right?
Another common tactic scammers will use is to have the victim repeat the process that they are supposed to follow over and over and over again. This psychological manipulation is called the illusory truth effect. That is where a person is coerced into repeating information over and over so that what is repeated is perceived as more truthful, thus leading the victim to accept the information without verifying it.
All right, so, and you remember what you're supposed to do, right?
Yes.
Yes, what you supposed to do, Mr. Haywood?
I'm supposed to go and get the green dot card for $250 and give you a jingle jangle.
That is correct. It's a green dot money pack scratch card.
All right. Got it.
Okay. So when you're at the CVS, I just need you to call me so I could remind you, okay?
All right. I'll give you a jingle jangle.
Okay. Have yourself a wonderful day, Mr. Haywood, and just remember to keep your business private and confidential and keep your phone handy so I could call you back. And have yourself a good day on the road and take your time on the road. Okay?
All right. I will.
Oh, okay. So bye bye for now, and I please give me back a single thing when you're at the CVS store.
I will. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.
The suspense of not hearing from their victims drives scammers nuts. That's why scammers will often have the victims remain on the phone with them throughout the entire process of getting the money and the gift cards. In this case, John just wanted me to call him back at every step. But like I said, the suspense kills these guys, and he called me back about every 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that I'm on task and heading towards the gift cards. They want to ensure that nothing gets in the way of their victims getting them the money.
Hello?
Yes, it's John. Where are you now?
Well, I'm still trying to get dressed.
Oh, you trying to get dressed?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. I just checking up on you. So do what you have to do, all right?
All right.
Okay, bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye for now. Hello?
Yes, it's John. Where are you now?
I'm sitting at the bus stop.
Oh, you're still at the bus stop?
Yes.
Okay, buddy. Just take your time and do what you have to do, all right?
All right.
Okay, buddy. So I'm going to call you back. Just take your time, all right?
All right. I'll take my time and hurry up.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye for now.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you could hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Card?
I just got off the bus and I'm making my way down the street to the CVS.
Okay, and you remember what you're going to purchase, right?
Yeah, you wanted me to look for one of them green dot money packer cards.
That is correct. That is correct.
It's $250.
Yes. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, you're going to purchase the Green Dot Money Pack scratch card for $250, okay?
All right.
And you said you just going towards the CVS, right?
I just got off the bus and I'm walking there now.
Okay, so call me when you in the CVS, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
All
Bye-bye
right,
for now.
bye for now.
Obviously, I'm not going to go out and buy a gift card for this guy, so I make an excuse that the store did not carry the Green Dot Money Pack cards. So when I break the bad news to him that I couldn't get the gift card, he immediately wants me to go to different stores to try and get the gift cards. So for example, if a clerk would have stopped me from buying the gift card, he would want me to go to another store so that maybe I could slip past an untrained or inattentive clerk.
Oh, you could hear me now, right?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, it's John Parker. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Did you get the card?
Well, I got to the store and my phone died, so I couldn't call you. But I went and looked high and low for that Green Dot Money Packer card, and they didn't have them. And I even went and asked the girl, and she said CVS stopped carrying those things.
Which one of stores is in the stores is the different?
You're broken.
From,
I can't hear you. You're broken.
you can hear me now, right?
Yes.
I asked you which one of the store is nearby you, different from the CVS pharmacy.
Well, I go to a grocery store.
Yes, there is any 7-Eleven or any Dollar General is there?
No, those are convenience stores and gas stations. I don't go to either one of those.
But I think you could get it at the gas station. I think they sell those cards at the gas station.
I'll have to go and look.
Okay, Betty. So tomorrow I will need you first thing in the morning when you wake up and you get something to eat. I would like you to go and see if you could get the card, right?
Well, there you have it. That is the basic anatomy of a lottery scam. However, this is just the first step. As I said before, as the victim provides them with more money, the scammer will become more greedy. They will hit the victim with endless amounts of fees that need to be paid and will get more invasive with their tactics to obtain the money. They will attempt to access the victim's bank accounts. They will have the victim take out loans. Once the victim has no more money left to give them, they will convince the victims to launder money for them. The victims of lottery scams come in all shapes and sizes, but predominantly they're elderly victims. That's why it's very important for us to keep an eye on our elderly friends and relatives. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Real lotteries will never ask for money up front, or gift cards, or your personal banking details. Share this video to protect others and stay alert, because the best defense against scammers is awareness. Thanks for watching.